UFC fans around the world, it is a very special night because the Phenom, who made his UFC debut at just 19 years old, has returned to the octagon.
You know, one of the things that's been most impressive to me about Vitor recently is how calm he's become. He's really kind of come into his own, really understands what it's all about now, and he's more comfortable in his own life. He's more comfortable in his position as an athlete and as a fighter. And in my opinion, he's better than he's ever been before. If you see him, like the fight with Matt Lindland, this fight with Terry Martin, some of his most recent fights have been the most impressive, I think, the most impressive performances of his entire career.
And interestingly enough, he has trained for this fight and a few before at Extreme Couture. With Sean Tompkins in his corner tonight, Randy Couture was really the man who years ago brought Vitor Belfort into the real world, if you will. Because Vitor was a young kid who had all kinds of talent, thought he was unbeatable, and Randy beat him up. Randy beat him, Randy upset him. And Vitor talked a lot about that, about how he has learned how to be an athlete and a professional from none other than the Hall of Famer, Randy Couture.
Yeah, I mean, he was thrust into that position at 19 years of age, where he was, I mean, it was just too much. There was too much pressure on him. It was too much adulation, too many people that were yes-menning him. I mean, I was in Vitor's gym when all this happened. I started out at Carlson Gracie's jiu-jitsu gym in 1996, and that's when Vitor, they used to call him Vitor Gracie back then. And when he first fought into the UFC, he was, you know, Carlson's star pupil. At 19 years of age, it was a tremendous amount of pressure. And when he won the heavyweight tournament in Dothan, Alabama in 97, you know, I mean, Vitor literally changed the way people thought about MMA. There was nobody with hands like him back then. There was nobody that was a black belt in jiu-jitsu that had the kind of blazing hand speed that Vitor had. Precise boxing, lethal strikes, and still to this day, he's one of the best boxers in MMA.
32 years fighting in the octagon for the first time since February of 2005 when he lost a split decision to Tito Ortiz. The Phenom, Vitor Belfort.
I mean, that's really incredible when you think about it. This guy's only 32 years of fighting MMA. Think about all those old school fights, him against Tank Abbott, him against Scott Barroso and Trey Seligman. I mean, that was the early days of the UFC.
The best of the best in the UFC may have been Ultimate Brazil when he defeated Vanderlei Silva in just 44 seconds.